Hello and welcome to Sunrise Cardcast, your one-stop podcast shop for all things hockey cards. My name is Eric Andrews, also known in the hobby as Hammerhawks, and I'm joined by my co-host and fellow hobbyist Aaron Goldstein, better known as Crease Collector. So, if you guys have been around for any length of time, you know that our Expo recaps are always among our favorite episodes. So, I'm looking forward to hearing about Aaron's time at the Expo. But before we dive into that, let's start off with some mail. And what's really very fun about this is both of us have stuff to show off, and every single card that will be shown off during this mail segment are non-North American cards. So definitely a little bit different, but really cool. So Aaron, I will let you start off with your international mail.
Definitely. So just no surprise for those who listen to the last couple episodes, but more SHL cards for me. Also just want to open the show. I guess it was made official this morning, but Enroth will be playing again next season for AIK. That is a Stockholm team in the Hockey All Svenskan, which is the second division of Swedish hockey. So no cards next year, unfortunately, but it is kind of nice that Enroth gets to, finish his career, playing at home, literally at home, in Stockholm, which is where he lives. And so that's really cool and, good for him, get to, finish it off kind of his way. So that'll be really cool to watch when I can. So anyway, on towards the mail. So this one is from Series 2 of the SHL releases. And first one is the Beyond the Sea, which is really cool. Insert set. So really, really nice. So this set is kind of, it's filled with some players who've played, overseas in North America. And so as you can see kind of in the background a little bit, you can kind of see some key landmarks there. The Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, and there actually is the CN Tower from Toronto right there. So I thought that was really cool. One, because Enroth did play in Toronto, as well as, all these different places as well, as the away team. But also I'm from Toronto. So I think that was really cool seeing the CN Tower on a card. So, kind of extra cool on that front. And then the second card to show and third card is from the same set. Next up is the Royal Blue Parallel. So kind of hard to see, but yes, the text is blue, but also I'm going to turn the light on here. The foil you can kind of see is like really cool, has that kind of wavy pattern to it.
Yeah, very cool.
Just awesome. So that's really amazing. I love the card. I thought it was awesome. And really cool in person. And the next up is out of 35, the autograph version. So that would be the gold autograph version there. And then on these golds, hard to see there, but the background of the card is almost like a stormy night kind of feel to it. And there is also, I don't have it. I know who does, but I don't have it. But the black autograph parallel 1 of 1 has sort of the same dark background, but it has that foil pattern that the Royal Blue out of 99 does. So kind of a mix of both on the 1 of 1, which again, I know who has it, but they won't be moving it to me. But hey, you know what's great card, enjoy it. But I was luckily able to snag these 3, and we're very glad I did from Series 2.
Yeah, super cool to see even more new Enroth stuff from the SHL product. It's been fun seeing that release, both Series 1 and now Series 2, and just first of all how cool the cards are, and then also how well received they've been by the collecting community, primarily in Sweden, of course, but really around the world. So definitely cool you're able to pick those up. For mine, I've got 2 cards. This first one I would say definitely falls into the oddball category because it's not really like a real card. It's essentially,
I think it's a real card,
kind of like a homemade company. Like it's not as if I just printed something off a printer. It is more legitimate than that, but it's also not like a licensed card like
Yeah.
how those Enroth cards were or anything like that. But yeah, this popped up on eBay, and I was like, like it's for I forget how much it was, probably $10 including shipping or something. It's like, okay, like that's cool. So it's from this like I said, kind of like homemade company, I think based in Latvia, if I remember correctly. But they did these for every player who played in the Olympics. So this is, of course, the Jacob Slavin card.
That's really cool, and I really like how I mean, I don't like how it has this, but from a hobby kind of card design perspective, I do like how it has the gold medal,
Mm,
kind of text there at the side there. So I don't like it obviously because what it represents, but just from a hobby perspective, I really like that attention to detail. So yeah, it's a great card. I've owned a couple cards, a couple international cards from similar sets over the years. My kind of thinking around it is, when it comes to cards like that, kind of homemade kind of cards, my thing is because, with Enroth, going overseas, back to Europe to play for the second half of his career, he's had a couple of these types of cards made. And so for me, I know it's kind of hard, when we're kind of wrapped up in, the North American releases, but there's a huge collecting community overseas. And so for cards like these, my kind of thinking of is if it has a long enough reach where a lot of collectors overseas are kind of anticipating the release of these international sets, they kind of follow along with it. They'll pick it up kind of en masse. That to me, does kind of make it more legitimate than opposed to someone making a homemade card kind of once or twice, for themselves or for someone else. So like I would consider it more along the lines of, legitimate because it is going through a real, printing process, very high end printing process, with the foil and things like that, creating very high, high end, so to speak, cards, when it comes to these insert sets. And I really like that. So I was kind of pushing you a little bit to get it. Because once they're gone, it's really hard they'll pop up for sale now and again, but it's really hard to get again. So, I would hate for you to miss out on an Olympic card. And then years later, when you're looking at the kind of full entirety of your collection, I would hate for you to be like, oh man, I kind of wish I had more international stuff or more Olympic stuff than I currently do. So it's really cool cards to kind of round out the collection. That's how I look at it. I understand if people don't really, consider them, legitimate. I totally get it because it doesn't come from a box, but great card. And I'm really glad he got it. And for a couple bucks, like, why not? Right?
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, I mean, it's not like someone just printed this off on printer paper. Like it is a card
It's
stock
a
and it
card.
has the foil on there, like you said. And of course, I mean, the gold medal is, of course, the best part of the card. So,
Maybe depends on who
uh,
you ask, but maybe.
including on the back there.
Okay, the metal. That's cool. Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
yeah,
Kind of.
definitely a cool card. And like I said, for, like we both said, for not that much money, certainly a worthwhile pickup. So, yeah, it was just kind of a cool, unique little thing to pick up there. And then going back to SHL, I actually picked up a card from this product myself.
So fun.
So we're kind of double dipping on the Sport Zoo SHL theme here. But this is from Series 1. And when I found out this card existed, I knew I really wanted to get one if I could, just because of the type of card it is and the player. So yeah, I'll just show it off. It's a very, very cool card. So cool that Aaron's internet cut out for a second there, but
Nice.
anyway, so yeah, from Sports Zoo SHL Series 1, an Arctic Laces card, numbered out of 25 of Anton Frondel.
Yeah, I really like that card. Game used too. I mean, not a lot of the memorabilia used in, not sure too much about Series 2, but for sure Series 1, a lot of the memorabilia used, like for the jerseys and stuff like that, were kind of worn by the player, kind of player worn instead of game used. So to have game used memorabilia of your guy now on the Chicago Blackhawks, really, really cool. And to get those kind of first couple cards from Sweden is really special. So I've always like kind of seeing that, when looking at player collectors or team collectors, seeing that older European stuff. So yeah, in a couple of years, you're going to really look back and think, yeah, I'm glad I picked up that card. So yeah, really cool card. I love the look of it. I love the laces. It's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, definitely a very cool card in person. I mean, it looks nice just like this too, but it's got the full thing is rainbow foil board on the front. And it has kind of like a cool, like almost like frozen tree branches design around the outside almost.
That's cool.
And all of those have like a texture on them. So it's a very interesting look, especially in person. Um, but then also behind the laces is kind of like a chrome like card stock. So it's
That's
just
nice.
it definitely pops in person really, really well. And like you said, game use skate laces from, essentially like a pre-rookie type of card there. It says on the back used or worn during a competitive SHL match in the 25-26 season. So, very specific there, very cool. Yeah, so I mean, you guys, if you've been around, I like skate lace cards. Obviously, Franzel being one of the biggest pieces of the Blackhawks future. Combine all that into one card, and yeah, I was like, I definitely want to get one of those if I can. Kind of funny when the product first came out, and these cards started popping up. I was like, that's probably a little bit more expensive than they should be. So I passed on probably, I don't know, two, three, four of them around release. And then kind of time went by. Not many of them were continuing to pop up at that point. And then he came over and signed with Chicago and made his NHL debut, and his prices actually started going up after that. So I was like, oh man, like if I'm gonna get one of these, I got to do it. So yeah, I ended up pulling the trigger on a copy that I found that was probably a little bit more than they were at release, but not terribly. So can't complain at the end too much. But yeah, definitely very glad I ended up picking up one of these because they are very, very cool cards in person.
That's great. I mean, it's nice to see kind of that card kind of in person, when you showed it there. Because originally, I thought the cards were see-through, when they were
Mm.
first released, because they kind of had that look to them. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, I just love hearing how you were able to finally acquire one. I know since release, you kind of wanted one, and I have a base card here for you as well that of his that I'll send you for sure. So yeah, it's really cool that that you were able to pick that up. So
Yeah, so that'll do it for our mail. So of course, like I said, this is our annual Spring Expo recap episode. So Aaron, take it away with your experience at the Spring Expo.
definitely, and I have a couple cards to show as well. So I only went for the one day, just on the Saturday. Overall, it was great. They did halls 1, 2, and 3, which is a little bit different than years past. Usually, they're in like 4, 5, all that stuff, 3, 4, 5, and yeah, it was nice to see them kind of switch it up this year. A lot more kind of non-sport, kind of hall 1 where I kind of first entered was a lot of Pokemon and stuff like that. So really cool to have, to see them have their own kind of dedicated section. Really cool for those kind of collectors there. There was a little bit of hockey in there, but not too much, but that's okay. Halls like 2 and 3 were kind of the big shows there. And so, yeah, it was nice to see kind of some familiar faces and kind of walk around. Just again, that new layout was really nice. I feel like it gave a lot more room to kind of walk around, a lot more space in between, some of the aisles, which was really nice in terms of like walkability and stuff like that, not too cramped. So yeah, it was really nice to see there. I thought prices were realistic, considering it is a show. Got to see a lot of the big guns, a lot of nice, young guns and future watches and, future watch auto patches and everything from the cup and things like that. All the big names were there, of course. And so it's always really nice to see those and some vintage if you're into that too. So tons of nice stuff to see. As far as myself, didn't pick up too much, to be honest. I just wanted to kind of walk the floor and see kind of what stuck out to me. So I'll kind of go through a couple pickups that I had. But overall, it was a very, solid show experience. Can't wait for the fall. Again, once the new season kind of kicks off, it'll be really exciting. And Yeah, so as far as my pickups, this was all at the same booth. I started off here. My first pickup was this Belfour Authentic Fabrics from 1415. So really cool there. Nice blue maple leaf swatch. This one was, got this for a couple bucks. I thought it was kind of a steal if you ask me. So carry price, MVP rookie. Really, really cool. So again, it's MVP, but considering its carry price, just really, really nice. Some guy beside me was kind of looking through the value box, came across the price, kind of put it aside, and I thought, oh man, like, that's for that price. Like, oh man, I guess he beat me to it. And then he kind of walked away, and before he did, he kind of put the card back. So as soon as he walked away, I kind of went over and like, this one's mine now. So this makes for a great addition to the carry price PC. I have a small PC of them, and then in the next box, also I found for just like $1 or whatever it was this card for Eric. So speaking of kind of oddball cards, this one was really fun. It's from 1314 Score. It is the rare black parallel, and it is a season highlights card of the Chicago Blackhawks during their 24 game unbeaten streak. Really cool. And if you notice at the top there, Mr. Jalmerson up there, really cool. So I thought that was awesome. And, for those who don't know, I do collect cameo cards. Those are cards that are kind of another player's are kind of all featured on it, or it might be a player's card, but your player is kind of in the background somewhere. So this is, kind of like a team card. And because it's a team card, I like to just associate it with kind of anyone you choose, basically. So if you want it to be a Jalmerson card, it's a Jalmerson card now. So I know that's not really how it works, but that is how it works to me. So I just saw it, and I saw it was the black parallel, and I thought, you know what? You won't see these too often, although there is one on ComC I checked. So maybe they're not that rare, but I know they are, extra short printed there. So yeah, nice Jalmerson card technically for Eric's collection. So I'll be putting that aside with your Frondell card there. And so that's a nice card for your collection. What did you think when you saw it? Did you know it existed, or?
Yeah, I've seen them before. And yeah, that's a very fitting thing for you to grab for sure, with the cameo collection and aspect of your collection. So yeah, definitely appreciate that. Definitely it's one of those things, like, I would not go out of my way to pick it up, but because you did, I will be happy to have it in my collection.
Will you get the rainbow? There is a regular and there's a gold version too.
There's true, and there's probably a red. Did they do the reds that year?
For the shirts, I don't know if they did the
Okay.
reds. I think it might have been only for the base set. I
Mm.
don't know if they did the reds, but maybe they did. I'm not sure. I gotta look into that. But yeah, maybe if I find the regular one and the gold one, I'll force you to add it to your collection. So, like, would you add it as a Jalmerson card, or will it be kind of tucked in the back of the box? Maybe
They'll be in the oddball category.
oddball category. Okay, that's
That's
fair.
okay.
That's fair. So yeah, awesome. So that was a really fun pickup. So I like that. I thought it was really fun. I mean, it's always fun seeing different cards, and you see them all the time. On you're flipping through a box and you see an insert card, and there's tons of cameo cards for especially goalies. I like seeing that stuff. So anyway, so next one here is actually I'll show this one first. So this card is just a jersey card, but it's a card that I really enjoy, even going back to my childhood. Just seeing this set and always wanting this card. And yeah, you could have bought it online, but this was just way better just finding it. This would be, to me, definitely a nice show card, ones that you may or may not kind of want to pick up, but you just never get around to it, or it's just something where you don't really want to pay the prices that they are online. But if you find it at a show for like a reasonable price, why not, right? Kind of a needle in a haystack type of thing. So this one is from 0405 Upper Deck, and it's from, I believe, Series 1, and it's from the World Cup of Hockey tribute set, and it's the memorabilia card of Martin Brodeur and Roberto Luongo. So I love this card so much. I remember seeing this card in I believe it was this card of these goalies or some combination of player in an old Beckett magazine, and just really liking that set. And just I love the fact that it the memorabilia didn't come from the World Cup of Hockey, but just the fact that it was related to an international event was just so cool to me, and especially back in 04, 05, you didn't really have that sort of stuff every day. So I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And of course, now with the Four Nations cards and things like that, it's game use stuff from the event. It's been far and above what this was back then. Now 20 years, in the future. But just the fact that these cards were just around from my childhood, and just really fond of this set. I'm just so glad I can find it. And it's a great card, and it really fits well in my Brodeur collection / goalie collection. So I'll be definitely hanging on to this one for a long time.
Yeah, super cool. That's probably my favorite of your pickups, even considering what's still to come. But that's a product and an insert set I fondly remember, growing up. And like you said, it was just something different than what we saw all the time back then. We were used to seeing NHL jersey cards, and like you said, those are NHL pieces, but just having the card and the insert set, revolving around the World Cup of Hockey was something that we just didn't really see all that often. So it was definitely a very cool and very popular insert set at the time. So to add a card like that to your collection, it's a perfect show pickup, as you put it.
Definitely. And I think I gotta track down the single Brodeur memorabilia card now, I think. And also, like, I just love the logo on the card. I'm just really fond of that logo for some reason. I love the kind of that bluish hue they put on to kind of match the logo and all that stuff. It's a really aesthetically pleasing card to the eye, and it just works. And also, I mean, maybe I'm alone in this, but can't they just make jersey cards this thin again? Like, I miss the days where, like, look how thin this card is, man. Like, look how thin it is. Like, that's a
Yeah, and then
jersey. That's a dual jersey card. Like, and I love how, back in this era as well, I probably can't see it, but you could see the like, you can kind of see it there a little bit, like the
raised up
indents
a
of,
little bit.
yeah. And so that was really cool. And so, it sticks out a little bit at the back, and you can kind of feel it when you're kind of, running your fingers over the card. But I mean, come on, like, maybe not this thick, but a little bit thicker. And just, come on, it's so much easier to handle. If you're putting it in a binder, it just works so much just so much better than, those thick, huge cards. To me, that, like, I love that era, one for, the design and all that stuff, nostalgia, but also just for the size of the card, the thickness. Why can't they make cards like that now? It just, like, everything is, like, so thick, and it's just, I don't know, it bothers me. For some cards, it's needed. Like, if you have a big primetime card or something like that, or a big shield, okay, cool. I definitely see that. But a random jersey card doesn't need to be that thick. And I think they do it. I mean, I don't really know why they do it, but I think it just it speaks to the quality, the high endness of it. I don't know, but maybe it's better on condition because it won't get, caught in half as easier. It can take a little, but I don't know. I just love the era of the thinner jersey card. It just makes so much sense to me. And so it's a great card for a magnitude of reasons. And I love the card. So
Yeah, I definitely do enjoy a good 55 point or 75 point memorabilia card. There is
yeah. Is it
something
just
to it.
me, or is it maybe someone will comment, or if you listen to this podcast later on, just send me a message being like, you know what, Aaron, I agree. They should make jersey cards. Maybe not all of them, but I would say the vast majority. They should make them thinner again. I mean, maybe it would, slim down production costs, and it would just maybe help out a little bit. I know that's probably not going to happen, but a guy can dream, a collector can dream, right? So just let me know if you're in the making jersey cards, a little bit thinner camp as well. Because yeah, definitely for me, it's yeah, Nick, I'm agree. They're a lot easier to store. That's definitely for sure. And for example, we'll see with the next card. I mean, it's not a jersey card, but still, this is kind of what we're dealing with, guys. So this is my first pickup of the show. It's probably the best card that I picked up, and this is the last card that I'm going to be showing. So like I said, didn't do much of the show, but I think I did okay. This one is from it's a little bit newer, 24-25. The cup, which is awesome. First time I picked up the card from the cup in like forever. So it is from the cup, and it is from their signature puck set of UC Soros. Like that is a nice card, and it also a thick card. Look how thick that is, man. Look how thick that is. Yes, it's a puck card, so I'll give you this one. It's needing to be a little heftier, but yeah, that's what we're dealing with for jersey cards sometimes, and it's crazy. But yeah, signature puck card, just awesome. You can definitely see there kind of where they kind of cut into the puck. Really cool. So it was kind of funny. Actually, about a month ago, I was looking up various puck cards because I'm thinking, you know what? For my goalie collection, I would love to have a game used puck card. I think that would be really awesome. I love the idea of it. I think it's amazing. And yeah, it's just cool, So picked this one up at the show. Glad I did. Next step would be to get a game used puck card that actually has like, the face of the card instead of like in the middle, just have like a face of the card on there would be really cool. That's the next step. So yeah, probably I don't know when, but at some point, definitely, I'll be getting more puck cards. But for now, this is my only one. It's just so cool. So I love it so much. I think it's great. And yeah, I have a couple cards in my small UC Soros collection, but this one's one of the big ones there. So yeah, very, very cool. Love it. So yeah, that's my expo as far as pickups go.
Yeah, definitely a very cool card to, I guess, whether you want to say start with or end on, since it was your first pickup, but class that you're showing here. But yeah, definitely really cool. And, I know we both appreciate kind of unique memorabilia pieces. Not that, pucks are, the, most unique thing ever done, but it's not something you see every day by any means either. So, yeah, being able to pick up a really cool, unique card from, obviously the best product put out every year,
Cup, man.
of a goalie who you really like is super cool. So I think a card like that is definitely a good one to pick up at a show for sure.
Definitely. And the dealer, I forget the name of the card store they were, but the dealer was really friendly. Pricing was super fair. They came down on it, and compared to what they sell for, I mean, not that it's about value or anything, but I got a pretty good deal. So I think definitely happy with that too. So yeah, it was a great expo, like I said, and yeah, it's always a fun event. I mean, one day I think Eric will come down or come up to Canada and enjoy the expo. And you definitely need, especially if it's your first expo, you definitely need a couple days to enjoy it. And one day you will, because it really is a incredible show.
Yep, one day for sure. I will get up there eventually, but yeah, we'll see when that is. But yeah, any other takeaways or observations? Did you run into people you knew or see any cool autograph signees?
Yeah, just Jeremy Lee. I see him every time I'm there. His booth is always really popular, and his display cases are really nice. The upper deck booth is the same from last time. I didn't bump into our friend Billy. I know he did make the trip. Went back there a couple times, but didn't see him. I know he's always walking around, so it's a shame I didn't get to bump into him. But next time for sure. But yeah, again, it was a different layout. I think a better layout. And yeah, we'll see what the fall is like. But overall, I think it was a very good expo experience, and can't wait till next time. Oh, and I saw Ed Belfour as well. I
Yes.
didn't meet him, but I viewed him again. He was signing autographs again this show, so I went near his booth and kind of was like, "Oh, that's Eddie. That's Ed Belfour." So really cool, and yeah, so that was the show.
Nice. Well, glad it was a good time. Even I know sometimes you do go multiple days, but
Yeah, it just didn't work out with my schedule this time. I wanted to. I was thinking maybe the Saturday, Sunday, or sometimes after work I'll do the Friday and then the Saturday, but it just didn't work out this year. With plans and things like that. But maybe for the fall, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say you had a nice, efficient show there and came away with a couple really, really cool cards. So, yeah, glad to hear that it was successful as it always tends to be for you. So, that's awesome. So, to wrap up the episode, we will open up a couple of products that have come out recently. We will start off with 2526 Skybox Metal Universe, which, of course, is always a very fun product and always fun to see the designs and the insert sets and themes and all of that. So, we'll do that one first. And then later on, we will also do 2526 Flair, which was a product I was very excited about when they first announced it a while back. Obviously, a throwback to the 90s. And as you guys will see, if you're not familiar with the product, it is heavily inspired by those original mid to late 90s Flair products. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. But we'll start off with Metal Universe, obviously, a product that people are a little bit, more familiar with and, used to at this point. Believe you are guaranteed either an autograph or a PMG per box. So that's always, kind of what you're looking for. Generally, more so, people are looking for those PMGs. Not that autographs aren't nice, but PMGs is kind of the name of the game for Metal Universe, in addition to those rare, insert cards as well. So I will say before we start, one really cool thing that Upper Deck did with the product this year is the addition of hot boxes.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to get a hot box?
We
Bunch of blues?
We will find out as soon as we start opening, but
it's like a blue per pack is the hot box.
Yep.
At a 50.
Correct.
And they're so cool. I saw one, I think someone posted on Reddit, and they were like, there's a small hockey card community on there, and it's really cool. Sorry to interrupt, but I saw someone, they didn't know, I think they were new to the hobby and they bought a box, or hadn't been in the hobby for years, and they bought a box and they're like, hey guys, opening up a box, and it was kind of as they were ripping, they kind of showed the stacks of packs and the results. And they're like, each pack has these blues, so if anyone needs any, or if anyone can tell me about them, that'd be great. And then people in the comments were like, dude, like you just hit like a hot box, like like blues, they're out of 50, and I think he hit an Ovechkin or something, and it was like crazy, and he didn't know what he had. He just thought, okay, blues per pack, all right, cool. And he had no idea what he hit, and so good for him. And yeah, it's really cool. I see a lot of reaction about it, a lot of hyper reaction, for some of these, with the breakers and stuff like that, like, oh, like hot box and stuff. But to me, just seeing kind of the newbie kind of not knowing what they have and being like, oh, and hitting something so big, hot box, especially Ovechkin, is like, that to me is just so much more fun than a breaker breaking 6 billion boxes and hitting a hot box and freaking out on live stream. I mean, I'm a little bit animated myself, so maybe I fall into that category. So maybe I just hate myself. I throw myself into the category that I hate, maybe, but I don't know. I prefer the much more, old school way of, just going to people, just collectors, and anyway, so.
Yep.
Hopefully we hit a hot box.
We'll find out. But yeah, it was a very cool, addition to the product this year. So, yeah, so we'll dive right in. Obviously, getting a hot box is very tough to do. There's not many of them out there, so I don't anticipate that happening. But like I said, we'll find out literally right away if that happens to be
just a feeling,
our luck.
I think we're gonna do it. Okay, we're not gonna. I didn't think so.
Yeah,
take back the last 50 seconds of what I said.
Yeah, so here's the base design, very
That's great,
on brand with Metal Universe. And one thing I will add, I messaged Billy last night to just say, hey, like, are there any tidbits of knowledge about this product that would be good for us to talk about? And he provided some really cool information. It's a very minor detail, but if you look, and I don't even know if it'll pick up on the camera super well. Yeah, you can see it there. There are numbers that run up and down the edge here.
Yeah.
Of the design. and those numbers are actually Billy's birthday.
What? That is
So you'll see
just
April 11th, 1975 is Billy's birthday.
what? That is some like in-depth, like that is interesting. I've never heard of anything like that on a card before. That is that is really fun. That
Yeah.
is, yeah, like you would never know that. That's
Yeah. So
cool.
definitely a very fun little tidbit there. And
So
when he
all
told me that,
have
I was
that, or
like,
just some of the base, or just
every single one.
every single one?
Every single one. So yeah, there's the Kopitar. Here's Dylan Kenther.
Okay, yeah. It
Every
would
single
be
card.
funny if they only did that on some of the cards. You know what I mean? Like maybe, I guess if you got to do it every base, okay, cool. But make it an extra variant or something
Mm-hmm.
where every base has one, but you got to look for the numbered copy. Maybe that's next time. But really cool. Yeah, you would never know that. No idea.
Yeah,
That's a
so
cool piece of information.
there's the Crosby with the
Okay,
birthday
yeah.
on there. So yeah, just a very cool, fun little Easter egg there that the vast majority of people will never know about.
Yep.
But yeah, when he told me that, I was like, that is super cool. So yeah. So anyway, as far as the hits, we've got you get one base rookie per pack as well. So we got Yanni Newman for the Kraken, and then our insert of the pack is one of the premium prospects for the New York Rangers of Matthew Robertson.
Those look nice.
I was going to say they did a really nice job kind of spicing these cards up a little bit. In some years past, the base versions of these cards have been admittedly very bland, just from a design standpoint, and there hasn't been much going on with them. The parallels have always been extremely nice, but yeah, this year they really did a nice job putting kind of a very nice foil board on there, just to kind of spice them up a little bit and make those cards a little bit more desirable and enjoyable, even if they're just a pretty basic insert. But yeah, they look very nice, especially in person. I know we say that a lot, but oftentimes, pretty much any card is going to look a lot nicer in person than it does on a screen. So those are no different. On to our next pack, a very similar, probably the identical foil board pattern, I would think, but one of the circle button inserts of Kevin Fiala.
Nice. Those look really cool, actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the designs are awesome. Same thing with just released XPX as well. I'm usually not the biggest fan of XPX, to be honest, but I think they really did a great job of the design, and the cards do look fantastic. So that and with metal as well, just a huge step up design-wise.
Yep. Then I won't show every base rookie just because they're base rookies, but we got Dylan Duke in that pack. So 15 packs per box, 6 cards per pack. So kind of a little bit more extensive of a break, compared to what some products are nowadays. Let's see what we've got next pack here. We have a premium prospects for my Chicago Blackhawks of Ryan Green.
Nice. Speaking of rookies, are you going to pick up some nice Frondels next year?
Probably so. Yeah, he had a very strong start to his NHL career at the end of the season, and he'll definitely be one of the guys to be looking out for, especially being a carryover rookie. He'll be in every product right from the get go, so he'll definitely be one of the main chase young guns for Series 1 and stuff like that. So
I can definitely see you getting some cup cards as well, and
we'll see. We'll see. This is a very good pack here. We've got beyond the base cards, we have a base rookie for the Montreal Canadiens of Ivan Demidov.
Nice.
So certainly one of the guys you're looking for. And then we also have a Planet Metal insert card, and this is super nice in person, of, you guessed it, Ivan Demidov.
Oh, that's cool. I loved kind of almost like cracked metal in a way. That's really nice.
Yeah, definitely a very, very nice looking card there For sure. I
like
don't
it.
think these are terribly difficult to get. I'm trying to scan the odds here real quick. They're not terribly common, but they're not super easy either. Let's see here. There's a big grouping of inserts that combine to be one per box.
Okay, makes sense.
So there's like, I didn't count, but probably 5 or 6 different inserts that combine to be one per box. So
Fair enough.
let's see here. So yeah, that's a really nice card. I know Jacob Slavin's actually in that set.
Oh,
so
nice. Is there any parallels to that? That'd be really cool if they had some colors.
I don't think there is. Could be wrong, but
hopefully he had a Slavin base. I assume he's in a base.
I'm pretty sure he does. See here, we've got
or a Slavin PMG.
An Outer Limits insert of Cole Caulfield. These are very nice looking cards.
Nice. Yeah, that's kind the thing. The designs is so good.
Yeah, these almost, just like the base version like this, almost looks like it should be a rare insert or parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actually, it's kind of hard to see, but they are embossed. Actually, you can see it a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then on the back, you can see it a little. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, just a very nice looking card. I know those have been very well received by the hobby so far.
A lot of Montreal Canadiens in this box. The last Canadian team. We're pushing for them, kind of.
That's right. So let's see here.
Oh, shout out. We forgot to talk about the Leafs. First overall pick.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah. So McKenna is going to be insane, both on the ice, I hope, and just from a hobby perspective, it's going to be just insane. Upper Deck's going to run the printers like their life depends on it, and we're going to get a lot of awesome cards, and it's just going to be insane. You know, we thought, I mean, I know the hobby has taken off since, and the Matthews year was great, you know, just from a hobby perspective for sure. But I can only imagine, you know, in these post 2020s kind of era we find ourselves in the hobby, how that's going to be, you know, 26, 27, you know, the first overall pick, McKenna goes to the Leafs, see a bunch of Leaf cards. Wow. It's just going to be a really amazing thing for the hobby, I think. And I can't wait for the fall expo as well. Oh, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Next pack, we have a Fresh Foundations of Colton Dock, nice. formerly of the Blackhawks. But yeah, it's after the draft lottery, I messaged Billy and was just like, hey, congrats. I bet you guys are very excited.
I'm sure they're stoked. I'm sure they're really excited, you know. It's going to be, he's going to be their guy for every product. So it's going to be fun to see.
Yep. Speaking of the Leafs, we've got a Lunar Cycle insert of Morgan Riley. This is another insert that Slavin is in, so I know he's got a card like that. More base.
Do you think we get a PMG this box?
We shall see. I feel like it's pretty evenly split, whether you get an autograph or a PMG.
Okay. Is there any boxes you've seen? I haven't watched much of the breaks yet, to be honest. Is there any box where you get both?
I believe there are. I've even seen some 2 autograph boxes too, which is kind of interesting prospects of Colton Dock there. So yeah, it's definitely possible to get more than one hit. And then beyond that, you also do get an additional numbered card as well. Typically that's an insert parallel, but so it's not just a one hit type of thing. We've got a Fresh Foundations of Carter Mazer. Those are nice looking cards. Let's see here. Trying to stay organized here. All right, so this is pack number 10. So this will put us 2/3 of the way through the box here. Of course, we're still looking for a hit and a numbered card. We have a Championship Galaxy of Mikhail Sergachev.
Nice.
Interesting design on those. So down to our right stack of packs here. It seems like with this product that the hits are on the outside rows from what I've seen. So I actually started in the middle. Not usually how I do things, but trying to build some suspense here for y'all. Let's see here. We've got something. So we've got, this is our numbered card. We have a Lethal Weapon red parallel, numbered out of 100, of gold medal winning goaltender Connor Hellebuck.
Okay, those look cool. Yeah, I've seen those cards. They're very, very nice. Yeah, great card.
Yeah, definitely a nice one there for sure. So we should still have our primary hit card coming. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in this next pack here. If it is, I will set that aside.
How many packs?
We're down to 4 packs
Okay.
left, so we're pretty close to the end here. So let's see. Yeah, and it looks like this is our hit card because I see some rainbow action there, which means it's an autograph card. So we'll save that pack.
PMG in the next pack, though. We'll see.
So on to the next pack, we have a Lunar Cycle of Anze Kopitar. And a base of Macklin Celebrini for those who greatly overvalue his cards.
Yeah, it's I love Celebrini. I think he's great, but the prices for some of the cards are just, it's actually insane. It's actually insane. And then you have McKenna coming up next, and it's like, oh man, if he has any hint of, I'm not saying he's going to be, Celebrini points wise, but I mean, if he has any hint of like a hot start or whatever it is before this big release, that big release, whatever it is, the prices will be just, oh man, can't wait to see. I'm going to get my popcorn ready just to watch these prices. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So we've got an outer limits of Donovan Sabrango and a base rookie of Michael Misa. So we've gotten Demidov and Misa, two of the better rookies to get. Still no sign of Mr. Matthew Schaefer, unfortunately.
Actually, speaking of Celebrini, I was actually looking at, I think I texted you, I was looking at sold listings for Celebrini, just making myself feel better. I'm like, well, yeah, but at least I'm not this guy, paying this much for that. Like, that's just, that's a lot. So anyway.
Prospects of Noah Ostlund and a base rookie for my Blackhawks of Oliver Moore.
Nice.
So that will bring us back to our hit pack here. Like I said, it will be an autograph card based on the foil I'm seeing.
I think
we'll come back to that in a second here. Pull out the base rookie, which was Olivier Rodrigue. And our autograph card is for the Ottawa Senators, a rookie autograph, not numbered or anything, but still a very nice looking card of Donovan Sabrango.
Okay. I love the foil on the front there. It's really clean. Sweet. Okay. There we go. Good looking card, at least.
Yes. Yeah. Very nice. Kind of that rainbow spectrum foil on the card. So yeah, nice. Definitely a very, very visually appealing card there for sure. So yeah, there's a pretty good look at metal. I think that's, about what you can generally expect out of a box. Nothing too crazy there, but as you saw, some very nice looking cards. It's always really fun seeing the different insert themes and, the designs and all of that. So, yeah, pretty on brand for Metal Universe. And like I said, the addition of the hot boxes is obviously really nice and just kind of an added value type of thing, even if they're not terribly easy to pull. But yeah, so that's Skybox Metal Universe. And then we'll flip over here to 25-26 Flair. Again, like I said, this is a product I was really excited to see make a comeback. Just kind of the name of the game for it, in addition to the nostalgia factor, but the base cards, everything is super, a really nice quality. Like everything looks and feels really nice. Very clean, elegant, classy designs. The card stock is thicker for all of the base cards and everything. They have a really nice kind of like glossy coat on top. So yeah, literally every single card in this product is worth checking out just because they look and feel fantastic. So, and like I said, direct tie back to the original products from the mid to late 90s. So yeah, I don't think you are guaranteed any hits per se in the product, but to me, that's not even really what it's about. It's really just about the amazing quality that these cards offer. So there are a lot of different parallels and numbered stuff as well. So we'll get to that. But here's the base cards. Very elegant look with the script
Love
foil,
that. Yeah, they look
your
great.
names, multiple photos of the player on there, and let's see if I can get it to show up on screen here. But there's kind of like a card stock layer in the middle, and then almost I think it is layers of
Like a
acetate on
clear,
the
yeah.
front and back.
Yeah. That's always nice when they do that. That's
Again,
great.
kind of hard
Just
to
to give it that,
pick
clean
that
look.
out, but you can
Yeah, I
kind of
know you can
see
see it. That's great.
it there. So they are
And
very substantial cards, and they just look and feel fantastic. So
I love the different parallels, base parallels and stuff. They look so cool. And yeah, Flair's been a really fun product to see, and glad we get to experience some of it.
yeah, so it's not often that we go through literally every card, but these cards are just so pretty that I will show off literally every card. So got Quentin Byfield. Again, beautiful, beautiful cards. This is one of our parallels here. This card is numbered out of 349 of Cutter Gauthier.
Nice.
You'll notice it has kind of a greenish
Yeah.
foil on there compared to the normal gold. And then we also have a very nice base card of Alex Ovechkin.
Look great. Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's like, yeah, that's a base card, but like that's just an awesome card,
Nice base card.
So definitely cannot go wrong with anything like that for sure. So, yeah, that's kind of what you can expect. I don't recall off the top of my head how many numbered cards it is per box. I think it's like 4-ish,
Okay.
somewhere in that neighborhood. Jacob Slavin is in this set, so I hope we at least are lucky enough to get a base card out
I think you
of it
will.
here. Got Sam Reinhart. We've got Axel Sandine Pellica. So rookie,
Nice
and you'll see
green.
the green foil there means it is another one of the parallels, numbered out of 349, which you see on the back there. Got a rookie of Jimmy Snuggerud.
Great name.
And a base of Noah Hannafin.
I like how they have, I'm not sure if it's every card, but they have like the home and away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's every card, but the ones that do at least has that contrast in color. It looks great.
It is pretty common. It looks like the Gauthier did not, but
yeah, okay.
Pretty much, I think every other card so far has.
Yeah. It's really nice to have that split.
To your point, that definitely does.
I just noticed that now. It looks great.
Add to the visual appeal a little bit there. So let's see here. All right, we've got a base of Leon Draisaitl. We've got a base of Alex DeBrincat. We've got, so this is another one of the parallels. This is one of the 1993 like tribute parallels. So they are numbered out of 93 of Anders Lee.
Nice,
and you'll kind of note what's different is the name at the bottom is much smaller compared to the normal.
That's how they were basically back then. They were very similar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a base rookie of Easton Cowan.
That's cool.
So yeah, to me, this is just like very much a collector's type of product. It's probably not great on the group breaking side and things like that, but kind of like what you were saying with the hot boxes for metal, it just harkens back to kind of the good old days of the hobby where you're just enjoying the quality of the cards that you're pulling and stuff like that.
Actually, I'll let you keep breaking. I might have an original Flair card, maybe. I'm going to see if I can find one really quickly.
Got a base of Wyatt Johnston. Then we've got another parallel here. This one is a little bit more limited, numbered out of 199 with some purple foil of Cole Caulfield. So that one has 3 pictures of Caulfield on there. Pretty cool. We've got a just a base of Kyle Connor and a base rookie of Ryan Leonard. So yeah, if you guys are kind of more in that category of being, an old school collector, or you just like really, really nice looking, nice feeling cards, I would definitely encourage you to pick up a pack, pick up a box, or even just, go out and trade for or buy some single cards of players you like, because these cards are gorgeous. Like everything about these cards is great. So job well done to Upper Deck on this product for sure. We've got Adam Fantilli, which maybe our buddy Rick might have taken that larger photo of Mr. Fantilli there. We've got a base of Alexis Lafreniere. And next up, I'm actually going to go to the back card here. We've got a base of Will Smith. And then some of the inserts for this product are incredibly cool. This one is probably, from what I've seen, my favorite among the inserts. Just incredibly cool looking card in person. So I'm glad we were able to get one of these, because this is super cool. It's one of the Wave of the Future insert cards of Ivan Demidov.
Oh, that looks sweet. That looks awesome. And I did find a card here. It's actually it's not the same, but it's very similar. It's the Topps Gold label.
Yep.
Very
Similar feel.
That's what I found. I thought I had another. I probably do have an old Flair, but anyway, this is the first one I came across. It's Trevor Linden, so very similar card there. So really, really cool. So yeah, I love that. Just dropped it there, but it's okay.
They're substantial cards, so they're okay. So
they're okay. Yeah, they're definitely they're meaty.
So for the base cards, Nick, or for the insert? Let me know which one you're talking about. The Demidov is a normal, like 35 point thickness. I would say the base cards, I would say they're probably more like 55 point. Yeah, but very nice quality for sure. But anyway, back to this Demidov. What's really cool, you can see it kind of showing up there in the reflection, but all of those design elements are actually like a different texture on the card. So they're almost kind of like raised up slightly, almost like an embossed.
Yeah, it looks like it too.
Finish. So it's super, super cool card. So I mean, you can never go wrong with a nice acetate card. You can never go wrong with a die cut card. All that of one of the top rookies. That's a super, super cool card. So,
great card.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Montreal Canadiens that you're hitting.
Yeah, that's right. The Caulfield parallel, the Demidov insert there. So Nick was talking about the base cards. So yeah, these are definitely like premium base cards for sure. Definitely beyond just a normal like flagship type of base card. So yeah, hey Nick, I would say go out, find a nice Crosby base card, or whatever it might be. They're very cool. We've got a base of Uri Slavkovsky. We've got, this is another insert. I'm not sure what the odds of this are. Let's see here if I can find it real quick. Not terribly hard. They're in a sub category that combines to be 1 in 3, so not very difficult. But a rare breed of Jack Eichel.
Nice.
Something a little different there.
A little different. That's great.
Base of Ivan Barbashev, and base rookie for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Ville Koivunen. So a couple cool cards there. Yeah, to your point though, Aaron, I think these cards definitely do also kind of give off that Topps Gold label vibe a little bit. Just like the thickness of the card, the finish, the general look, very similar in a lot of ways, actually. So, which is a good thing for sure. We've got a base of Cale Makar. We have got, that's a cool one there, a Hot Mitts insert of Rasmus Dahlin.
Nice.
And you can kind of see it there. The image of him is super glossy, and then there is some like texture on the glove.
Yeah.
So just pretty interesting there. And then the kind of the rest of the design is a matte finish. So definitely a lot going on there, but really cool. And we have got a Gabe Perreault base rookie and a base of Vince Dunn. I think this product also very much reminds me in terms of the box breaking experience of the EX 2000 product from 23-24.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. It was very similar.
Yeah,
in terms of
very much like it's focused on the base are very quality, very nice cards. There are some inserts. There's a few other things mixed in here and there, but the main point of the product is, going back to an old school design of a premium base card. So so Tyler Bertuzzi here, base card. We've got a Jesperi Kotkaniemi base card. Here's another one of the nicer inserts here, a trophy room of Quinn Hughes.
Nice. That looks so interesting.
Very, very elegant card.
Yeah. Huh. I haven't seen one of those before.
There are actually autographed versions of these, which are pretty tough cards, but they're obviously very nice. And then a base rookie of Justin Robida. The trophy room autographs are some of the big chase cards of the product. I want to say they might even be numbered out of like 10 or something. They're very difficult, but they're super nice. So we're down to 2 packs here. We might get maybe one more numbered card, not sure. Let's see, we've got a base of Jonathan Huberdeau. We have got a Flair for the Dramatic of Rupe Hintz. We have got a base of Jordan Kyrou and a base rookie of Noah Ostland. So one more pack here. See if we can get anything else. Or even just a Jacob Slavin base card I'll be happy about. Let's see here. We have got a base of Alex Tuck. We have got a base of Nikita Zadorov. We have got, that's a cool one. I'll happily take that. We'll go to the back card first. Just a base of Alexi Protas. And then our final card is a Hot Hughes insert card for the Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Bedard.
Very nice. That's great. What a great looking card. I like that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
A good way to finish off the box there. So
nice.
Yeah, like I said, obviously.
Is that numbered?
No, I don't believe so. It's just a basic.
Nice
insert.
Way to finish, though. Great timing.
Let's see what the odds are if I can find it here. So
like one per box, maybe.
It's one of those that combine to be 1 in 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So the Scoring Power, Trophy Room, Flair for the Dramatic, Rare Breed, and Hot Hughes combined to be 1 in 3.
Okay.
So they're not too difficult, but
still a nice way to end it.
Nice card nevertheless. So yeah, like I said, the name of the game with this product is just beautiful looking cards. I mean, those are all gorgeous cards. Having the acetate layers on the front and back looks awesome. In addition to just the really clean, elegant design is awesome. So I don't have too much more to say about Flair. Is there anything else you want to add, Aaron?
No, I mean, you summed it up really nice. Great cards. And yeah, it's about that experience of kind of going a little bit old school, about kind of shifting away from, the big super high-end stuff and just getting some really nice, great cards. And just something fun to go through and kind of look at. And that's sometimes what it's all about. So yeah, great showing there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are just a little bit over the hour mark, so we'll wrap it up here and leave it at that. So hope you guys enjoyed hearing about Aaron's Expo and seeing some cool international cards and some of Upper Deck's newest offerings. As always, thank you to Upper Deck for providing those boxes so we can share what they're doing with you guys and show off some really nice looking products. So anyway, as always, please be sure to follow us on social media. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sunrise Cardcast, and on Twitter at SunriseCC. Please also be sure to subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice to make sure you never miss a future episode. Till next time on Sunrise Cardcast, keep collecting those hockey cards.